Hello guys. So this is Future Outlier. I am a Flyte contributor, and today I'm going to show you how to use this contribution guide, which is somehow annoying when you are using it first time. For if you are a beginner like me, you are not really familiar with how to set up environments, or you are not really a senior backend engineer, like you will face some problem. So I'm going to help you. Okay. So first you have to set up the Flyte CTL, which is pretty simple. So I'm not going to go through with you, and I have already done it. So right now I'm going to start from Flyte demo stars --dev. So what is Flyte demo stars --dev doing? So if you run Flyte demo stars, you will have 6 paths in your Flyte namespace. So later you can see there just have 5 namespace and Flyte paths in the Flyte namespace. Yes, and the number 6 paths actually is our local environment. So if you do this, then when you are developing Flyte, and you can have more flexible when you are developing, because if you start all 6 paths in the Flyte namespace and you want to modify the code, you have to go into the paths and modify the code. So which is, and maybe compile again, which is really annoying and which is complicated. So if we do it in the local environment, it will be not that annoying. Okay, so when it is starting the Flyte demo stars --dev, I believe they will be okay. Let's see. Yes, you will be okay. I believe the environment will be okay. So let's say you have to touch a new file called namespace.yaml under the clusters resource template. I will show you now. Yes, here. So let's say how it should look like. You can just copy paste it. Oh, okay. You should use it to touch a file so that the Flyte know how to allocate the resource, which will be used in later. Yes, so right now they have 5 paths under the Flyte namespace, and the number 6 is us. Okay, so after you start it, you cannot access the Flyte console. Yes, you cannot access it. Yes, but you can access the menu. Like you can see some metadata and some details for your workflows and your projects, etc. So let's go through it. And right now you are almost finished it. So if we want to start, you can just run Flyte. You can go to the directory, which is you download the Flyte GitHub repo, which is this one GitHub repo. And actually we just use our forked version to develop. And after you start it, then you can access your console and you can run everything. Is pretty normal as usual. But right now I'm going to tell you how to develop, for example, Flyte admin. So you have to git clone Flyte admin and you have to go into it, which is pretty simple. I have done it before. This is my Flyte admin repo, and you have to download it, and I have already done it, so I'm not go through this part. And right now here is something really important, which is you have to edit your Go module path, because for example, you can go through the Flyte. Oh, it's so big. Okay. Here. So for default, you will use Flyte github.com Flyte.org Flyte admin, which is official GitHub version on the GitHub. But we want to develop it, so we have to replace the directory, right? So as in my case, I use WS Ubuntu, so I have to replace it like this. So if I run pwd printwork directory, and which is the same space, same place, and actually go mod edit is doing this thing. So because in this case I didn't change any code about Flyte's propeller, so I'm not going to edit replace my Flyte propeller because it is unnecessary. Yes. So after doing this, I just have to run make compile, and before that, for demoing, so I just you can see the file history. Let's wait for a second. I just changed the code under here. Okay, so maybe I don't need this anymore. Okay, so I just changed here. So before, if I just start processing my sandbox processor, it will call start sandbox notification processor. Okay, but now I am running like three small 3 AAA and demo setup contribution guide. So later my goal is to show you that I will print this message on my terminal. Okay, so let's start it. Let's compare it first. Okay, and when going through compile, there's important concept I'm going to tell you, because later we will start it under this Flyte directory and by just one YAML file. So you probably have to know that either if you are both developing Flyte admin and Flyte propeller, both of their config will be wrote in this Flyte single binary local YAML file. You have to realize this. You have to realize it. Okay, so if you just have to write it. You have to. So for example, maybe have propeller, and so like this is for admin. It is probably a possible case will happen. Okay, in Flyte single binary local file, and if you have also developing propeller, of course your go.module file will replace the Flyte propeller. Okay, so in this case, because we just run the Flyte admin, so we don't need to make any edits on my Flyte propeller. Okay, so we compile successfully, so let's start it. Okay, so let's run for that, and we can wait for the message. Okay, so let's give him some time. Yes, this time. Yes. Like looks not bad, right? This is not bad. And after run the Flyte. Right now you can access the Flyte console as the usual. Okay, and you can use Launchpad, you can use workflow, you can specify any project you want, and Meaningful can still be used too. So after you start the local single binary file, you can do it. Okay, so yes, do you see this? The demo step guide here. So this is the proof that I just use it by my local environment, local directory. Yes. So this is how you can develop your Flyte admin. And actually, you can use for Flyte IDE, Flyte plugins, propeller, Flyte STD library, and data catalog. You can use it for everything. Okay, not everything, just this I mentioned above. So yes, so today's tutorial is go to here. It is finished, and this is Future Outlier, and I will keep contributing to Flyte. If you want some fantastic details, actually I have a YouTube channel, so which is linked in the description, and you can see my YouTube channel, and it's very fantastic details, but it's in Chinese, so yes. Okay, so goodbye everyone, love you guys, goodbye.